Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Unity Halton Peel. And we begin our morning by reciting our mission statement together. Our mission is to lovingly inspire transformation and give service to the world.
Okay, Sunday, March the 8th, the title, Divine Feminine. I bless the Divine Feminine in myself and in all others. Today is International Women's Day, a time to celebrate women's achievements across societies and cultures. It is also a time to celebrate the Divine Feminine, which blesses all people. When I honor the Divine Feminine, I am recognizing God as love, compassion, and understanding, aspects that are present in everyone. The world is blessed by the contributions of those who embody the Divine Feminine in their words and actions, from the steeliness of protection to the softness of comfort and nurturance. I give thanks for the girls and women in my life as I lift up and celebrate the Divine Feminine in its many expressions. I affirm the Divine Feminine awakens and expands in my heart and blesses and prospers all life. From Proverbs chapter 31, verse 31, give her a share in the fruit of her hands, and let her works praise her in the city gates.
Thank you, Ruth Ellen.
You're welcome.
And our first song this morning, Oh Mother God, Karen Drucker.
Oh Mother God, flowing through our hearts, we give thanks for the bread of our lives, for the hands in the earth, and the fruit of your womb. Oh Mother God, blessed be. Oh Mother God, blessed be. Oh Mother God, flowing through our hearts, we give thanks for the bread of our lives, for the hands in the earth, and the fruit of your womb. Oh Mother God, blessed be. Oh Mother God, blessed be. Oh Mother God, thank you for this day, for the love that you wash over me, and this joy in my heart I will share with the world. Oh Mother God, blessed be. Oh Mother God, blessed be. Oh Mother God, thank you for this day, for the love that you wash over me, and this joy in my heart I will share with the world. Oh Mother God, blessed be. Oh Mother God, blessed be. blessed be.
Ah, nice to hear that song. So, our affirmation, and to prepare ourselves thinking forward for the year 2026, we state this affirmation. We at Unity Halton Peel are blessed with an abundantly thriving community. It is done. And during the month of March, we are each a portion of God made manifest. How beautiful. The gorgeous picture of through the flowering trees at Unity Village. Gorgeous place. And Debbie, would you read the March affirmations, please?
Inner peace. In the stillness of this moment, I am peace. Let's do that together. In the stillness of this moment, I am peace. Understanding. One with divine mind, I realize infinite potential. Together. One with divine mind, I realize infinite potential. Wholeness. All of divine life is present where I am. Now, really take in those words. All of divine life is present where I am. And prosperity. All that can be in divine abundance. Together, all that can be in divine abundance. Oneness. I open my heart in oneness with all people. Together, I open my heart in oneness with all people.
During the month of March, as we pray and have our meditations, we'll also hold Unity Kitchener and the Canadian licensed Unity teachers. We have two, Wendy and Debbie, and of course, all of the others across Canada and in the USA too. Our opening prayer, I'll ask Dr. Jane Simmons, who's joined us this morning as our speaker, to lead us in prayer and carry on with her lesson.
To do so. Welcome, everybody. Let's take a moment to just settle. That song from Karen Drucker was such a beautiful, heart-opening chant for us. And as we sink our awareness deep within the body, we open our heart even further, knowing that spirit is our source, that there is no separation, even when it appears to be. We know the truth, that there is one presence, one power, and that presence and power is moving through each one of us right here, right now. It is our divine DNA. And for the opportunity to be the presence of peace on this day, to be the avenue through which Spirit expresses, we give grateful thanks. And so it is. Amen. All right, well, welcome everyone. My talk title this morning is Divine DNA. And that refers to our internal spiritual blueprint. This genetic coding that we have within us that can lead us to expressing the true divinity that we are, our divine qualities, becoming a greater expression of who we have come here to be. Oops. That's wrong. Sorry. I'm having technical issues here. There we go. Who have we come here to be? You see, and it's part of our spiritual heritage for us to discover the gold within us, to discover our innate talents, our gifts, our abilities, and share those with the world. Jean Houston, the futurist, reminds us we have the extraordinary encoded within us. We have the extraordinary encoded within us. And guess what? It is just waiting to be developed and then unleashed on the world. So this encoded impulse towards growth and development and becoming more is a very intrinsic part of what I'm calling our divine DNA. Barbara Marx Hubbard, another futurist that I admire, refers to it as our blueprint of evolutionary potential. So think about what that means for you. The blueprint of evolutionary potential. And she wrote, we need to join wholeheartedly this evolutionary impulse as it expresses through us if we want to experience life from its wholeness. If we really truly want to have an experience of the wholeness of God. We need to be growing into the truth of who we are. Unity's second principle tells us we are divine. We are, our essence is of God. We are unique expressions of the one presence, one power, and we are inherently good. Everyone, everything, an important part of this one presence. We're essentially saturated with divinity. Julia Cameron, the author of The Artist's Way, among other books, describes us this way. We're spiritual beings having spiritual business to transact on this physical plane. And I just love that. We're spiritual beings with spiritual business. We're here to dive deep in this manifest world that we find ourselves and awaken to this truth, the truth of who we are, the truth of our being. We are here to grow into who we have come here to be. And part of our work as spiritual beings with spiritual business to transact is to usher in what wants to emerge into expression. And I believe that what's ready to come forth is a kinder, more compassionate world. The term emergence refers to the unfolding and the expressing of our inner potential. So we're talking about a creative power within us that brings our internal blueprint into external form. Just as an acorn has the inner potential, and with the correct support, with the right conditions, it will grow into an oak tree. Already contained within that acorn right now is everything it needs to reach its full potential. Well, in the same way, every single one of us contains all we need in potentiality to be who we've come here to be. And with the right welcoming conditions, we could grow into a greater expression of our authentic self, our divine self. In the Buddhist tradition, there's a story that is often compared to the prodigal son. And in this parable, the son is a prince who inadvertently strays outside of the palace walls at a very young age. And he gets lost, and he wanders and he wanders and he wanders for years. Years go by, and he ends up living his life as a pauper on the street, eventually forgetting his earlier life as a prince. And one day the king, who's always on the lookout looking for his beloved son, happens upon him, recognizes him. And the king joyfully rescues the prince, reveals his royal identity to him. However, the young man no longer has any memory of being a prince. He's asleep to his true self. He has trouble imagining that life, let alone living that life. And it takes time for him to release all the beliefs that he has acquired in his life of poverty, to grow into the belief that he really is of royal lineage, and to begin to live his life that way. And I love this story because when I consider the story, I can see parallels in our own spiritual journey. I mean, we learn that we are spirit expressing in a human body. We're all unique expressions of the divine blueprint. But do we actually live our lives as if that were true? How are we actualizing our divine DNA? I found this online. You got my DNA, now go live like it. Because that's what we're here to do, to express our divine nature in its fullness. So although we might intellectually know that we're unique expressions of the divine, Knowing spiritual principle, far cry from living spiritual principle. We need to put principle into practice if we want to see transformative results. So, what gets in the way? What weighs us down? What obstacles are stopping us from flying free, from discovering that gold and expressing it in a greater way with the world? Well, from the book Zen Judaism, a delightful mix of Zen and Jewish wisdom blended together, it reads this: to study the self is to forget the self. To forget the self is to experience the complete dropping away of body and mind. Now, that's the Zen part. The Jewish portion reads, the difficult part is keeping body and mind off after you've dropped them. Many people gain back body, mind, and an additional 15 pounds. Now, this is written tongue in cheek, but it really points to the importance of us being diligent, of returning to the awareness of who we are, becoming conscious of the baggage, the extra 15 pounds we've taken on that may be getting in the way of really living that truth. Now, some of that baggage is in the form of, guess what? Limiting beliefs. And for many of us, it's simply the belief that we can't do it. I can't do this. Who am I? This is not going to work for me. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough to be a divine DNA. What's that all about? Or I'm not wise enough, good looking enough, young enough. Just fill in the blank of whatever it is that happens in your world. And the answer and the end of that sentence is to be successful. I just don't have what it takes. Or it even gets to the point that we're even kidding ourselves that we could be anything more than the small, limited identity that we've taken on, this egoic identity. And so when we harbor these kinds of beliefs, they're often unconscious, they're under the surface, we don't even know they're there, but they're having an effect. And the effect is we miss the grandeur of our authentic self. Now, these beliefs, they're not true. They're not true at all. They need to be released. It's about shedding the layers of who we're not. And then as that happens, it's like the prince in our story, as he's shedding these beliefs in his life of poverty, his true self starts to emerge, you see. And so if we don't work with these, then our innate wealth stays hidden within us in what is sometimes called the golden shadow. We've heard about the shadow lurking. There's also something called a golden shadow, and that refers to our creative potential, our gifts, our talents, our abilities, our powers that we have suppressed, even disowned in some cases, due to these limiting beliefs that we've taken on. So these gifts may be hidden, but they're available for us. That's the good news. Even though we may not consciously know about them, they're available for us to discover them. Not only that, but to develop them, to share them with the world. They're qualities of being that exist in potentiality for all of humanity. See, they're archetypal energy here. That's what we're talking about. And we have access to this quantum field of potentiality. And guess what? We gain entry by virtue of our divine DNA. That's what gets us in the door. Carl Jung calls it our collective unconscious. The biologist and researcher Rupert Sheldrake calls them morphic fields. And the morphic field is our cultural inheritance, you might say, right? Humanity's collective memory bank. And according to Sheldrake's theory here, all species have a specific morphic field that they can access, which contains all of the memories of that species. It's kind of like instinctual wisdom. And he writes, this field is not a thing at all. It's a vibrational, energetic organizing system of information available to all of us to tune into when we get into the appropriate frequency. So the gifts, the transformative qualities of being that we might want to actualize in our life exist in this field as possibility, as potentiality. And they're available to us right now, but we have to tune into them. That's the key. In the same way that radio frequencies are broadcasting right now through the room that you're sitting in, but in order to tune in to hear them, we need to tune in to the right frequency. So if we want to tune into these gifts and transformative qualities, let's say kindness is what we're after here. We need to get to that frequency, which means we get the feeling of being kind. We want to, and then we want to radiate that feeling. We want it to grow and expand. And then we want to take kind action that gives us that feeling of being kind. And we want to sustain that kind of behavior long enough that the kindness becomes our new baseline, and being kind becomes our new embodied pattern of behavior. That's how we do it. We tune into the frequency, and then we have to learn to embody it and be it. You see, we're part of this living generative field. We influence it as much as it influences us. We are so much more than we know and believe ourselves to be. And we can tap into humanity's morphic field to discover the gifts that lay hidden. And as we develop and offer these gifts to the world, we now contribute those gifts to humanity's field. Do you see? And when I contribute compassion, when I contribute kindness, by being those things in action, everyone is blessed by that. Everyone benefits. Everyone. Okay, nerd alert. Here we go. Please indulge my nerdiness. Now, as I share some of the research around these morphic fields, nature has so many examples of this. I just find it very fascinating. So please indulge me on this. Rupert Sheldrake gives an example of the morphic field by sharing a story of a species of bird in Southampton, England, that was observed in the 1930s pecking their way through the cardboard tops of milk bottles that had been delivered to neighborhood homes. Some of us may remember the days that we had milk delivered to our homes. And then they'd peck their way through, and then they would sip the cream off the top, right? And so they started noticing these birds doing this. And then other bird watchers noticed it, and they saw that this odd behavior was happening hundreds of miles away. Although this species of bird was only able to travel 15 miles from its original nest. And so this started happening everywhere. Now, interestingly, during the Second World War, milk bottle delivery was suspended for 5 years. But as soon as it started up again, they resumed the behavior, even though none of the birds that had been doing it were alive prior to the war. So Rupert Sheldrake has this theory that the memory was held in the bird's morphic field, and by the late 1940s, the habit had spread throughout England, Sweden, Holland, and Denmark. The birds were all doing it. So that's an example of a morphic field that holds the memory for all of these, the species itself. And then there's slime, or to be more exact, slime mold, which makes its home around rotting trees or leaves. And slime mold is made up of a cluster of amoebae, and each individual amoeba does not individually have a brain or intelligence of any kind. But when they group together, a decentralized slime brain emerges. This is a brain that can figure out mazes, it can find appropriate food, it can adapt to weather conditions, and like Pavlov's dogs, it learns to respond in a certain way to a repeated intervention as a way to enhance its survival. So these examples of this kind of collective intelligence are endless throughout the natural world. I mean, I could go on, anthill colonies, underground mycelium networks, but I will save you from any further nerdiness on my part. But here's the point. The collective has an ability that its constituent parts do not, right? But the individual has access to the collective's ability, okay? So if we can kind of see, what does this mean for us? Well, obviously, we need to be more like slime. I considered having Be Like Slime be the title of this talk. But what it means for us as a human species is we have access to a field of deeper intelligence that is available to us, and we can use it right now to discover, mine the gifts that live within humanity's collective evolutionary field. And our divine DNA provides the citizenship for us to inhabit. So, these gifts are both innate, they're already existing within us, but they're also latent, meaning that until they're actualized, they exist only as potential. But when we share the gifts, that's when we contribute to the beauty, the majesty of the collective. We enrich the whole field of infinite potential. Let's take a breath. Because I believe we're all called to do so with what the Jungian psychologist James Hollis calls a summons of the soul. Are you being summoned in your life into becoming more than you presently believe yourself to be? Can you feel that? Are you feeling the pull to evolve and to grow? Because if you are, then it's time for these gifts that are within you to be unleashed on the world. So, to bring this down to our personal practice, let's say, if I want to discover what my personal disowned qualities are, what are the latent gifts and talents that are in my golden shadow, I can easily do so by simply looking to others who have traits that I admire. Now, before I begin that, though, I have to awaken a viewpoint that believes in possibility. I have to do that first, because if I don't even believe it's possible, you remember those beliefs? I can't, it's not, I'm good, not good enough. So we need to awaken the viewpoint that believes in possibility. And when we do, the doors can open for us. You see, a portal opens to the field of infinite potentiality. And next, we have to move our allegiance from strictly the egoic identity that we have bought into as that's all I am, just this body, that's just all I am. We have to shift our allegiance now to the greater field, to the source, to God, to the one presence, the one power. And then in order to see what our individual gifts may be, we look around, we see who we admire, why. And so here are some questions to help give us some insight as to what may be hidden in our golden shadow. What movies and books have you loved the best? What have been your favorite, your most best loved characters and heroes? Who are they, right? Think of spiritual leaders, our spiritual ancestors, right? Our spiritual leaders, our teachers that have inspired you. Who are your personal heroes in life? Those heroes and heroines, the heroic people who've made a difference in the world. What qualities do they have that attract you? Are they courageous? Are they wise? Are they soulful, joy-filled, willing to stand up for what's right? What positive traits do they have as well? Are they kind? Are they forgiving, spiritually awake, compassionate? Consider this. What they are showing you is what is within you. Let me say that again. What they're showing you is what is within you. Because in order to recognize a trait in another, there has to be an internal model, a corresponding correlate inside of me. It has to already be existing in potentiality within, or I would never recognize it. We are mirrors for each other. And when someone demonstrates a quality of being that we recognize, that we admire, we can now claim it as an aspiration for us to develop and to express. This is about discovering treasure within ourselves, the treasure that our divine DNA brings to us. And then and just discovering that can start to fuel its emergence. It can begin its coalescence into manifestation as we learn to bring into fruition what is within us in potentiality. In a very real sense, we start to call forth something that exists in the quantum field as pure potentiality, and then we're stewarding it into emergence. I know I'm saying a lot of quantum terms and things today, but we really want to get There's one presence or one power, and we have access to that presence and all of its gifts that live in potentiality because of our divine DNA. And so we're creative beings, you know. Our world needs us more than now than ever to be creating consciously rather than unconsciously. Because if I am creating my life through this conditioned self, you know, the machine-like world that I see, and through a filter of limitation, am I going to have an experience of being a spiritual being with spiritual business to transact? I will not. I will not. I'll stay small. Unity's co-founder Charles Fillmore said, to be ignorant of mind and its laws, it's a child playing with fire. So awakening means becoming aware of when default patterns of behavior are creating our experience of life, and then being empowered to shift and make a new choice, to create something new. This work of self-discovery and transformation, it's liberating, it's empowering, it's enlivening, and it's freedom to be who we've come here to be, unencumbered by the thoughts, the beliefs, the attitudes, the filters that we have accumulated over the years, becoming aware of when we're sabotaging our success through ingrained, conditioned patterns of behavior, and having the power in the moment to change that. The truth is, we are limitless divine potential. We have access to a higher dimension of creativity. From the book of John, words attributed to Jesus, is it not written in your laws? I said, ye are gods. Ye are gods with divine DNA. And I believe we are at a juncture in our unfolding as a culture, and we're not going to help things by playing small. See, the world needs us to be who we've come here to be, and we can choose to purposefully evolve our hearts and mind. We are so much more than we know. And it's time for us to be truly free, to awaken, to be who we've come here to be, here to make a difference in the world, to realize that we have divine DNA that gives us the freedom, the power, the ability in the present moment to live as conscious, aware expressions of spirit. That's why we're here. So regardless of whether we're birds looking for some cream, slime mold trying to find its way through a maze, or a human being feeling the summons of the soul, this infinite field of possibility is available to all beings. It's available to you right now. And this field can guide us and help us to grow into our full potential. So I invite you to remember, you are a spiritual being with spiritual business to transact on this physical plane with divine DNA as your passport into the field of infinite possibility. And when we do that, we can grow, we can truly evolve into who we have come here to be. Are you ready to gain entry? Let's take a moment right now to move into a place of meditation. As we enter the field, so I'll invite you to just start to follow your breath. Let your awareness sink deep within the body. Become very present to the presence that indwells us, that enfolds us, surrounds us. We are saturated with divinity. And now we begin to follow the breath in and out. And imagine breathing right into the heart. Put your hands on your heart if that helps. Now I invite you to bring into your awareness someone or something that you deeply appreciate. It could be a beloved person in your life, could be a cherished pet, could be a warm memory, place of beauty. Whatever you choose, let this feeling of gratitude actually activate. We don't want to just think about it. We want to feel grateful. So let that appreciation begin to warm your heart. And now let it expand and radiate beyond your heart. And let it move throughout your body. And now let it go beyond the body. Let it expand. And as you do, you are participating in creating a field that has a higher vibration of appreciation. The heart's electromagnetic field has been measured up to 15 feet from the body. And as we feel gratitude, as we let it grow and expand, we create a field of coherent appreciation, harmony, peace. And this feeling of gratitude is what opens the heart to the deeper dimension. Let your heart continue to warm and open. Knowing that this field of possibility, infinite possibility, is your spiritual birthright. It's your heritage. You have divine DNA. You have access to this higher dimension. And the treasures that it holds are available for you. And so we open our hearts in deep gratitude to the one presence, the one power that lives through and as each one of us. And as we choose to be the change that we're seeking in the world, becoming the presence of love in action, becoming the presence of peace, giving the world what's needed, sorely needed. We become the avenue through which spirit expresses on this planet. Spiritual beings with spiritual business to transact. And for the opportunity to be spirit in action on this day, we are grateful. And so it is. Amen.
Oh, thank you, Ruth Finley, for writing and singing that beautiful song. Oh, so good to have her with us. Our Unity Prayer Chaplain, Diane Riley, is in Cabo on the beach. She'll be home tomorrow. And Debbie Long is with us this morning, always holding the high watch and available for prayer. The prayer team holds your prayer requests for 30 days, and after that, they send them to Unity Village and they pray over them 24/7 at Unity Village for another 30 days. So if you have a prayer request, please send it to praywithdiane@gmail.com. Text the church line, send an email to info@unityhaltonpeel.ca, or email Debbie Long. She's uh, also there to offer prayer support to you. I'd like to take this moment to thank you so very much for your continued support. Our little community just keeps moving forward, and that support really means a lot. It's how we are able to continue these services on Sunday morning and other services that are available to you through the week. The easiest way to contribute to us is through Interact Accounting at unityhaltonpeel.ca. There are other ways. You can send a check or through Canada Helps. The most direct way is accounting at unityhaltonpeel.ca. And to share an expression of gratitude for these gifts together, divine love now flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and it is a blessing wherever it goes. Unity Halton Peel supports on a monthly basis Eden Food for Change and Unity Canada. I haven't looked at another charity for to share a portion of our community outreach this month in March, but it is the March of Dimes month, so I will be looking to that charity. Eden Food for Change is such a huge support system for the Mississauga and Peel Halton areas, so appreciate your contributions. That's how we send our tithe out monthly. Mark your calendars today. Stay with us, please. We'll take a small break, about 15 minutes after the church service is finished, reconvene at 11:45 to begin our annual general meeting, which should be pretty quick but informative. And I appreciate you being there. Next Sunday, we have our own Debbie Long will come back, and her talk title is I Am, Yes, You Are. I am. Yes, you are. I like that. And on March 22nd, we'll have a revisit of Reverend Thomas DeShooter. We had Reverend Thomas with us in November, all the way from the West Coast, BC, and he had a wonderful, inspiring message. So good to have him back. And on Palm Sunday, can you imagine? Palm Sunday is coming on us. Our own Wendy Carr will be delivering a lesson that day. What does this mean in 2026? And you see that Palm Sunday is spelled with an ice cream definition. And Debbie and the LUTs across Canada are supporting the Lent discussion in 2006 from February 18th to April 1st, which is Easter morning. So join them. April 1st is Easter morning? No. Well, I guess we'll figure that out when I look at my calendar next. I have registered the board for the early bird registration for the conference, Unity Canada's conference, held online from May 1st to 3rd. I may only be there for the annual general meeting, but there are key speakers, workshops, and music throughout the 3 days, and you are welcome to go online and join. Enter and register yourself for that conference, and it'd be lovely to see a few of our people attending that if possible. Next year it's at Unity Village, so we might get a carload to go down there.
Is Karen Drucker doing the music and the keynote speaking?
This year or next year?
Next year.
Yeah, next year.
At the village.
Who's the keynote speaker this year, Deb? Do you know? Can you remember?
I don't know the gentleman. I think it's a gentleman. It might be
Okay.
a lady, but
Not
they're
one or the other.
everybody's really excited. I don't know them personally, but everybody who does know them is extremely excited that
Well,
they're
that's great.
yeah. But I can
Okay.
find out more for you for next Sunday.
Good. Okay. So if you're joining us or would like to reconnect through our newsletter, it is available by going to unityhaltonpeel.ca. Click on to resource and you will find the Unity Halton Peel newsletter where you can register there. And it'll come to you every Wednesday once you're registered. And in that newsletter is the link for our service on the following Sunday. And also on unityhaltonpeel.ca, you can see our calendar of any upcoming speakers or events that we might be hosting, and so any kind of events that we would like to make sure that you've got notification of. So you have two places to look for us that way. We've come to time to close our session, our meeting, our gathering this morning. And so we bless our children, always remembering our kids. Children and youth of Unity and of the world, we love you, we bless you, and we appreciate you just the way you are. I am grateful for the children in my life, my beautiful grands. And we say together the prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. The presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is. I am divine. Amen. And we close with our song from Karen Drucker, I Choose Love.
Peace in my life is growing because I choose love. Love's always present, it's what I'm made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one tie that binds us, that can't be undone. I choose love. Peace in my family is growing because I choose love. Let love be present, it's what we're made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one loving family, sharing one sun. I choose love. Peace for our planet is growing because I choose love. Let love be present, it's what we're made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one choice unites us. Let this be the one. I choose love. I
Thank you for being with us this morning, and we look forward to having you return to our gathering next Sunday or any time that's comfortable. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.